Most people think they are bad with money. But what if I told you that your bank account is not the problem? Your brain is. Today, we expose the 7 invisible signals your mind sends every day that keep you trapped in scarcity. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to rewrite your internal code. Welcome to the Wealthy Challenge.
You have tried budgeting. You have tried side hustles. You have tried cutting out lattes. And yet, the number in your account barely moves. It feels like you are running on a treadmill, sweating profusely, but going nowhere. This is not because you lack discipline. It is because you are fighting against your own biology.
For years, the Wealthy Challenge has studied why smart, hardworking people stay broke. We found that 90% of financial failure happens before you even spend $1. It happens in the silent conversations you have with yourself.
The industry tells you to work harder. We tell you to think differently. Because until you fix the software, the hardware will never perform. We are going to dismantle these 7 psychological traps step by step. We will start with the most dangerous one, the one that hides in plain sight. By the final minute, you will have a clear, actionable protocol to shift from scarcity to abundance. But be warned, once you see these patterns, you can never unsee them. Let us begin.
The first sign that your brain is programmed for poverty is the scarcity tunnel. When stressed about money, your cognitive bandwidth drops. Imagine driving in thick fog. You only see 3 feet ahead. You miss exits and make panic turns. This is what happens when you focus only on what you lack. You become obsessed with the immediate bill or loss, losing the ability to plan for next year. Most people try to fix this by working more hours, but working more while in a scarcity tunnel just means making mistakes faster. The solution is not more work, it is creating margin.
You must create small pockets of safety, even if it is just $100. This tiny buffer clears the fog, allowing your prefrontal cortex, the logical part of your brain, to come back online.
Without this margin, you are biologically incapable of long-term wealth decisions. So step 1 is not investing. Step 1 is building a micro safety net to widen your tunnel.
Now, let us look at the second sign, financial fatalism. This is the quiet voice saying, "People like me do not get rich," or "money is evil." These are not facts, they are scripts. You downloaded them as a child, watching how your parents reacted to bills. Did they sigh, argue, hide statements? Your child brain recorded this data and created a rule. Money equals stress. Today, every time you check your balance, your body releases cortisol. You literally feel physical pain when you look at wealth. This is why you avoid checking accounts or procrastinate on investing. You are not lazy, you are protecting yourself from pain. To break this, identify your specific script. Write down the first thing you feel when you think of money. Is it fear, shame, anger? Name it. Once named, you separate yourself from it. You realize it is a childhood echo, not your current reality. This detachment is the first step to rewriting the script. The third sign is deceptive, the lottery mentality. This does not mean buying lottery tickets. It means waiting for a big break, the promotion, the inheritance, the viral hit. You are passive. You believe wealth happens to you, not something you build. This mindset keeps you stagnant because it removes agency. If wealth is luck, you have no control. And if you have no control, why try? The wealthy do not wait for luck. They engineer probability. They take small, calculated risks daily. They send the email, make the call, learn the skill. They understand luck is preparation meeting opportunity. To shift this, move from passive waiting to active creation. Ask daily, what is one small thing I can do today to increase my surface area for luck? This forces your brain to scan for opportunities rather than threats. Let us pause. Most people hear this and think, I will just work harder. That is a trap.
Hard work without direction is exhaustion. We must address the fourth sign, hedonic adaptation. Your brain returns to a baseline happiness. When you get a raise, you feel happy for 3 months. Then your new car and apartment become normal. The joy fades, but the costs remain.
So you chase the next raise for another dopamine hit. It is a hamster wheel. The rich break this by decoupling spending from emotion. They do not buy to feel worthy. They buy for purpose. To fix this, implement a waiting period. Any purchase over $50 must wait 48 hours. This breaks the dopamine impulse, forcing your logical brain to ask, do I need this, or just the feeling of buying it? This simple pause saves thousands and retrains your brain to find satisfaction in accumulation, not consumption.
Now, the fifth sign, the imposter syndrome of wealth. You may feel that if you make real money, people will judge you, or that you do not deserve it, or that you will lose friends.
This is fear of social rejection. Humans are tribal. We are wired to fit in. If your tribe is poor, becoming rich feels like betrayal, so you subconsciously sabotage success to stay connected. You turn down promotions or hide wins. This is a profound block. To overcome it, redefine your tribe. Seek communities where growth is celebrated. Realize true friends celebrate your rise.
Those who do not were never friends. They were anchors. Cutting these ties is painful, but necessary. You cannot fly if tied to the ground. Allow yourself to outgrow your old environment. It is not arrogance. It is evolution.
We are halfway through. Take a deep breath. This information is heavy because it challenges your identity. But identity is fluid. You can change who you are. Let us move to the sixth sign, financial illiteracy disguised as disinterest. Many say, I am not a numbers person. This is a defense mechanism. Money is a language. If you do not speak it, you are illiterate in the most important subject of your life. You would not drive without knowing the pedals, yet you manage millions over your lifetime without understanding interest rates or inflation. This ignorance is expensive. It costs you compound interest, fees, and opportunities.
To fix this, commit to learning one financial concept per week. Just one. What is an index fund? Inflation? A credit score? Spend 15 minutes. Watch a video. Read an article. Over a year, you will know more than 90% of the population. Knowledge is confidence, and confidence is wealth.
Finally, the seventh sign, lack of vision. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. Most have vague goals. I want to be rich. These are wishes, not goals.
A goal is specific, measurable, and has a deadline. I will save $10,000 by December 31st. When your brain has a clear target, it activates the reticular activating system, or RAS. This filter highlights relevant information. Have you ever decided to buy a specific car, then seen it everywhere? That is your RAS. When you set a specific financial target, your brain scans for ways to achieve it. You notice job postings, investment opportunities, and savings hacks. Without a clear vision, your RAS is asleep. You are blind to opportunity. So define your number. How much? By when? Why? Write it down. Put it on your wall. Look at it every morning. Wake up your RAS. Make your brain hunt for wealth. Let us recap. 1. The scarcity tunnel narrows focus. 2. Financial fatalism tells you you are doomed. 3. The lottery mentality makes you passive. 4. Hedonic adaptation makes you spend to feel. 5. Imposter syndrome makes you fear success. 6. Financial illiteracy keeps you ignorant. 7. Lack of vision blinds you to opportunity. These are not character flaws. They are programming errors, and like software, they can be updated. But knowing the signs is not enough. You must act. In the next few minutes, we discuss the protocol to rewrite these scripts. But first, do something for me.
If you recognized yourself in any of these 7 signs, type "I am ready" in the comments. This public declaration commits your brain to change. It signals to the algorithm that you are serious, and it connects you with others on the same journey. Look at the comments. See how many are with you. You are not alone.
Now, the solution. It is not a magic pill. It is a practice. We call it the Daily Wealth Audit. Every evening, for 5 minutes, review your day. Did you act from scarcity or abundance?
Did you spend from emotion or purpose? Did you wait for luck or create it? Did you learn one new thing? Did you move toward your vision? This audit is not about judgment. It is about awareness. Awareness is the precursor to change. You cannot fix what you do not see. By shining a light on daily habits, you bring them from subconscious to conscious. And once conscious, you can choose differently.
This process takes time. Your brain has been wired for decades. It will resist. It will want to return to old paths. This is normal. When you feel resistance, acknowledge it. Say, "Thank you, brain, for trying to protect me, but I am safe now. I am choosing a new path." This reassurance calms the amygdala, the fear center. It allows new neural pathways to form. Think of it like hiking through a dense forest. The old path is wide and easy because everyone has walked it. The new path is overgrown and difficult, but every time you walk it, you trample the grass. You clear the brush. Eventually, it becomes the easy path, and the old path grows over. This is neuroplasticity. This is how you change your life. We have covered the 7 signs and the daily audit, but there is one more element, one secret weapon. It is called environmental design. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You are also the average of the 5 inputs you consume daily. If you watch news that scares you, follow accounts that make you jealous, or hang out with complainers, you are poisoning your mind. You must curate your environment. Unfollow accounts triggering scarcity. Follow those teaching abundance. Listen to educational podcasts. Join supportive communities. Change your phone wallpaper to your vision statement. Change your bank app to show progress, not just balance. Design your world to make wealth the default option. Make it easier to do the right thing than the wrong thing. Remove friction from saving. Add friction to spending. Automate investments, learning, and growth. Let your environment do the heavy lifting so your willpower can rest. This is the core of the Wealthy Challenge. It is not about deprivation. It is about alignment. Aligning thoughts, actions, and environment with the reality you want to create. It is about taking back control from subconscious programming. It is about realizing you are not broken. You are just untrained. And training is available to everyone. As we move toward the conclusion, reflect on which sign resonated most. Was it the scarcity tunnel? The lottery mentality? Hold that thought, because in our next video, we dive deeper into the neuroscience of spending. We explore why your brain lights up when you swipe your card, and how to hack that dopamine loop to make saving feel rewarding. This is critical, because without understanding the chemistry of cravings, you will always lose to temptation. So ensure you are subscribed, because you do not want to miss that breakdown. For now, take the first step. Identify your sign, name your script, set your vision, create your margin. Start your audit, curate your environment. These are not just tips, they are tools, and you are the craftsman. Your wealth is the masterpiece. It is time to start building. Remember, the challenge is not easy, but it is simple, and it is worth it. Because on the other side of these mental blocks is a life of freedom, a life where money is a tool, not a master, a life where you are in control. That life is waiting for you, but you must take the first step, and that step is awareness. You are now aware. You are now awake. The question is, what will you do with this knowledge? The choice is yours. The challenge is yours. The wealth is yours. Claim it. You now know the 7 invisible signs that program your brain for poverty. You understand that scarcity, fatalism, passivity, adaptation, imposter syndrome, illiteracy, and lack of vision are not your fault, but they are your responsibility to fix. You have the tools to rewrite your scripts. You have the protocol to audit your days. You have the power to design your environment. You are no longer sleeping. You are awake. If this shift in perspective helped you see your finances in a new light, subscribe to The Wealthy Challenge. We release new strategies every week to help you build real wealth, starting with your mind. You now know how to identify the blocks, but identifying them is only half the battle. The other half is understanding the chemistry behind them.
Why does your brain crave spending? Why does saving feel like pain? There is a specific neurotransmitter responsible for this, and most people are addicted to it without knowing.
In the next video, we break down the dopamine trap, why your brain loves spending more than saving. I will show you exactly how to hack your reward system to make saving feel addictive.